Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday, everybody. I'm very tired. It's Lightning Hikaru here, and we're here to play Tavern Talk. Part 4. I can count. Promise. Sometimes. Maybe. I don't know. I question logic some days a week. Don't you argue with me, phone. I am trying to turn you off. Shush your shenanigans. Or do the opposite, get real loud and just mock me. I get it. It's fine, I guess. I'm being bullied by my own phone, guys. Okay. The bullying has stopped. I've put my phone in its place. Um, yeah, we're back to playing Tavern Talk. I don't got a whole lot going on. Except for D&D last night was emotionally intense. But you know what? If you want to find out what happened, you gotta watch the VODs. You can watch on Twitch at Gaming Related to catch up on the latest episodes. I think we've got all up except for last night's episode on YouTube. There are, I think, 2 missing because unfortunately, they got eaten, which happens. We're all adults, and life happens. Uh, so, yeah. If you want to watch the VOD, see the story of the Strange Bedfellows, I highly recommend starting from the beginning on YouTube. If not, it's a lot of fun just to go through our shorts. They're hilarious. Anyway, let's play a game about D&D. Kind of D&D-esque, because it's technically not. It's its own thing, so the names and stuff are different. I pretend like I know what I'm talking about sometimes. But only sometimes. Alright, we are on Act 2. Starlight Sonata. Ooh. Part 9. Crossing the Threshold. I forgot how much this game washes me out. Dang it. Curse you, white skin. That's not true. I would rather that than have skin damage from the sun. It's been a hot minute. I don't remember what happened. Fable! Hi. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I can make you... I need something to wake me up and help me feel agile again. Yeah. Yeah, I can make you a drink. It's been a hot minute, so I have to go looking and pretend I remember how to do things. I believe this is the one that she likes, but I'm also going to check to see if there's any other speedy ones. Negative. The Speed Master it is. So we need 3 of these. One of these. And one of these. Boom. Thank you. I feel much better already. Very. Turns out there was a lot of farmers who needed help. Regret offering it? Not at all. I really enjoy being able to help people. Before, I just used to wish I could help, but I never felt competent enough to try. It's fun to try. A bit exhausting at times, but I think I much prefer this over waiting around. I still could use a bit more practice, though. That's fair. Just make sure you also practice taking breaks. Take breaks. Do not burn yourself out. Burnout is the worst. Take breaks. Speaking of break, water. You'll have a much easier time helping other people if you're not close to passing out yourself. I have your drinks? No. No. This game, I feel like, is calling a lot of people out. My drink is not a gateway to burnout. I admire your kindness, Fable, but you too should fall. You too should fall under the umbrella of people you're being kind to. Oh. I mean, I am pretty good at falling. You're pretty good at a lot of things. I try. I know. Stay and have a rest now, okay? Okay, thank you. New person! Good day to you, innkeeper. Good day to you too, adventurer. Yes, an adventurer. That is what I am indeed. He got all blushy. Hi, Dal. He looks kind of mean. He looks like, he giving me Darien. He gives me Terry, vibes. Terry and Darrington? Yeah. Terry vibes. 100%. I come here seeking a drink. What a coincidence. I do happen to have some of those in stock. What can I get you? What kind of drinks do adventurers usually get? Whatever drinks they desire. Then, well, I could do with something that tastes good. I just started. I can't be yawning this much. It's been a long day. It was a very Monday. Perhaps something that could protect me from my foes? Defense is the base of every adventurer's skill set, is it not? Possibly. Let's try it. It is Terry. It's 100% Terry. All right, let's give him something with defense. This boy gonna get himself killed. That'll work. This one's a little bit more complicated. Let's see. This does go swift. And yeah, use that. Because then I can add 3 of these. And then I need a swift. Haha. $15 for a... So blank cards. Here you go. Liquid protection against your foes. Now for half the price. Thank you so very kindly. Oh my god, there are actual stars in his eyes. I just noticed that. Do you like it? Well, yes, of course. Then you should say so. I apologize. I forgot to do the thing where you say your words out loud. I get that. I may make 5 different Evelyn cards and send them out. Make all of you meet and trade art cards. It's the Strange Bedfellows trading cards. Each deck has a random potential for a golden scramp. Thoughts? Now that you've acquired a drink, care to introduce yourself? How incredibly rude of me to forget. I am Gustav Archibald Richmond III, son of Lord Gustav Albert Richmond II and Lady Dorothea Bridget the 27th. Oh. I require to own a Holo Cassius. Oh my god, holographic cards. I'm just imagining Xanafie's card right now with her halo crown holographic. I want it, Dal. We don't have money for it, but I want it. An up-and-coming hero from Windmoor. And who might you be? The up-and-coming innkeeper of Zenith. Happy to have you here. And I'm Fable of the Ashen Grove. Gasp. You're Fable? Yes? Is that a bad thing? The Fable that saved Tegrin? Treg? As the unofficial fan artist of GR, I need to make the things. You are the unofficial fan artist. From werewolves? The very same? Wow, what an incredible pleasure it is to meet you. I've heard so many things about you. Oh, good things, I hope. Of course. They said you single-handedly persuaded the werewolf to give up his wicked ways and reunited a family. That's one way to put it for sure. They do have a way with words. Incredible. A true hero indeed. They spoke of you helping with the aftershocks of the starfall as well. I mean, that's a given. I need to help out when I can. You truly have the heart of a folk hero. How admirable. What about you, Lord Gustav Archibald Richmond III? What are you the hero of? Well, I'm currently leaving my backstory era. I'm in the first act, so to speak, on my journey to becoming a full-blown adventurer. It is fucking Terry. God damn it. He just needs a giant robot walking behind him, and it's Terry and Darrington. I've had a bit of a late start, but I shall catch up with haste. Also, Archie is just fine. Oh, thank you for the biddies. Or cheers. I guess they're different. Oh, fuck, I forgot to read it. Well, Archie, if it's haste you're looking for, I can help with that. Someone gifted me some golden feathers a few days ago. Prepared as an infusion for the right drink, they can hasten you up to no time. Really? That's spectacular. I always thought those things were myths or legends you only read about in books. Do you read a lot? You know, sometimes. Not that much. You should. You sound like someone who enjoys adventure, and books are so full of them. They are. I'm just too cool for books. Sir, you ain't fooling nobody with those glasses. You got fucking reading glasses. You ain't fooling shit. You ain't fooling shit. Sparkling noble head to toe, pretending like he gonna be an adventurer. God damn it, Terry! Books are cool. You think so? Yes, I do. I mean, look at the Innkeeper's Journal. It's super cool. The coolest. I'm the coolest. Oh, well, actually, maybe I do read quite a bit. I'm sorry for being so weird about it. Don't worry, we're all a little weird sometimes. That's kind of... What kind of books do you like? Anything full of adventures and heroes and adventuring heroes. They're just like me. Obviously, my parents would much prefer if I read about other things, such as books on etiquette and, or the newspaper. Who wants to read the newspaper? It's sad. I'm sure they would love it if I wrote a dissertation on the intricacies of the Diria negotiations, or even become a diplomat myself. So your parents are diplomats. But I think I would fare much better as a savior of this world, don't you think? The Diria negotiations? I am unfamiliar. It is terribly boring, really. They're renegotiating trade routes due to the collapse of a canal bridge that was hit by a horde of spinel rhinoceroses. It's not going all that well, but Because they can't agree on who should pay for the repairs, the mainland or Diria itself. Just thinking about it puts me to sleep. Then perhaps we should get back to more exciting topics? How do you plan to start off your hero's journey? By doing something heroic, of course. What's something heroic I could do? You could start by helping the local farmers. They're still rebuilding their homes and locating their cattle as we speak. Great idea. How much gold should I give them? Gold? I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't mind gold, but I was thinking about lending them a hand, you know, physically, with your little literal hands. Ah, okay, so I would go to the farmers and ask if they need help with... Of course, that sounds... I shall figure it out. Thank you for the inspiration, Fable. It has been an honor meeting you. I hope we shall cross paths again. This boy gonna get himself killed. Till my next quest, innkeeper. Till then. Yeah, agreed. That sure was. Adorable? Weird. Not because of him, he heard about me being a hero? That doesn't sound right. But you are a hero. Not really. I didn't even do that much yet. Not enough to be inspiring to anyone anyway. Obviously not. Exhibit fucking A, my dude. There are much greater heroes than me out there. It's fine. He wasn't impressed by other heroes. He was impressed by you. That's nice. You don't sound very happy about it. I am. It's really flattering, but I just don't think I did enough to deserve... So remember last night while playing D&D and everyone thought that Evelyn was, you know, the overachiever type of person because she feels like she doesn't do enough? I'm feeling attacked right now. I need to tell you about all the times Team Half and Half have talked their way out of fights. Listen, I will never apologize for talking my way out of a fight. I miss talking my way out of fights. I really need to increase Evelyn's charisma. I'm just some elf. I'm gonna smack you. But not like in a abusive kind of way, just like a bat. Just stop that. It's not for you to decide who's impressed by you and who isn't. I'm personally going to keep bragging about knowing Fable, the great hero of the Ashen Grove and savior of Terragrin. Alright, I get it. Thank you, Innkeep. I'll try better to accept compliments. I don't have a problem accepting compliments. I don't know what you're talking about. Our boy! And the child! Hi, Melly. Hi, Innkeep. Hi, Fable. Hello, Melly. And hello, Malachite. I love that Malachite's. I love that his name keeps changing. What is it now? What is your name now? It's good to see you both again. Likewise. Right, Mal? Can I offer you two a drink? Actually, you can offer us a quest. No? How about I don't? Are you talking about the one you just picked up by chance? Your incredible deduction skills strike again. I'm only trying to match wits years. Hee hee. So you're interested in saving those poor familiars? I am. Missing familiars, silent wizards, clues leading to a seemingly dead end. This sounds like a case for the world's greatest detective. and her sneaky assistant. They do sound like a great team. They're not a team. But they are going on a quest together. They are not. Then why are you here? She didn't want to come here alone. You have adopted this child. You just haven't figured it out yet. It's literally every single like TV show. It's The Last of Us. It's fucking Mandalorian. Broody older man. Baby. That's what it is. She said she can't I literally just watched her reach the quest board. And I need a drink anyway. So you're sending Melly on a quest alone? Oh, we're all gonna guilt trip him into going now. We're such assholes. As is customary, that's how the Shadow Banes have always handled it. Melly isn't part of the Shadow Banes. But she wishes to walk the path of thieves. So she must embrace their lifestyle. I think she's trying to walk the path of a detective. And that just sounds dangerous. And negligent. Not neglect. That is what it means, but negligent is what I meant to pronounce. I agree. You're not coming with me? No. Why not? I just explained that. Badly. But you have to come with me. Why? It's clearly a job for two people. There's no job that can't be done alone. What if I need someone to sneak into the crime scene to gather evidence? Didn't you want to go on this quest to test your stealth training? But what if I get nervous? What if I forgot how to be stealthy? Or what if none of the familiars want to talk to me? I don't know, Melina. And what if I come back and you've been eaten by a T-Rex? Who cares? I do. Do I play along? This is chat. Huh. Do I play along or do I just do it? I think you should mind your own business. Yeah, that's fair. And I think you should make T-Rex. And I think you should make better decisions. Melly is right. You two make a good team, especially for this case. So stop hiding from the imaginary T-Rex of emotional vulnerability and just go on this familiar themed vacation. You might even enjoy it. Listen, Melina, even if I wanted to come with you, I couldn't. I've got obligations, things to do. You're a thief. You don't have fixed working hours, and you don't have any other friends waiting around for you. Damn. Damn, Melly. Twist that fucking knife, why don't you? Maybe not, but I do have a sheepfish to take care of. A what fish? What the fuck is a sheepfish? What the, is that an actual thing, or am I just being, or is it just in-game? Is it like Avatar, where it's two animals combined into one, like a lion turtle? Sheep. Fish. Oh my god. It's an actual fish. Hi, don't ever look up sheepfish. I am officially scarred for life. A fucking fish had teeth. A fucking fish had teeth. Okay. We're moving on. Mm-hmm. No, we're just, his name is Roof. I don't care about, And to do his daily crossword puzzles, otherwise his wool will get Okay, it's a different sheepfish. It's not an actual sheepfish. Oh, well, you're right. You can't just leave Rufus alone. You're a fucking liar. I could take care of Rufus. Get him, Fable. Get him. Well, I live nearby, and I'm very good with animals, and pretty decent at crossword puzzles. That sounds like an excellent idea. What if Rufus doesn't like you? He will. Certainly after one of Fable's famous lullabies. You sing? Sometimes. Maybe you can sing a song about how Mal and Rufus got eaten by a T-Rex while the familiars booed me out of town. I think I'd prefer a song about you and Malachite saving those familiars instead. Right, Mal? Fine, but just this once. See it as a final exam for your training. Yay! That sounds fun. You're never getting rid of this child, Malachite. Wonderful. So do you two need any help on your quest? Don't know. What do you think, detective? Well, it's great that you would ask, mighty assistant. Please don't call me that. Okay, Mighty Mal then. No. How about John? Sure. This is his name John now. His name's gonna be John now. So, John, thanks for asking. I have studied the quest given to us thorough closely. I have come to the conclusion that there is only one option. This is a classic case of finding the right clues sprinkled throughout the witnesses' testimonies and piecing them together correctly. The townsfolk, the wizards, the familiars, they'll all have different conflicting information. We'll need to collect and untangle it all to see the whole picture. But to achieve that, we'll need to be charismatic, enough to get the truth out of them. And for those who still refuse to talk to us out of guilt or fear, we'll need to activate our stealth powers. Find those hidden clues ourselves. Also, we should be quick so they can't destroy any evidence. I can offer you some of your golden feathers. They do come with the sweet aftertaste of haste. That way you should be able to make it to Zoford much quicker. Great idea! I think you underestimate the severity of the situation. His name is John now! I love him. What would you suggest instead, John? I agree with the stealth part. We could use a hint of dexterity to make sure we remain unseen for as long as possible. Stupid yawn. But I believe our focus should be on overpowering whoever is responsible for this. If they're making familiars disappear, they won't be interested in a discussion. Not a fair one, at least. We should fight first, ask questions later. I guess you got bored of the stealthy approach? Different problems require different solutions. If you're itching for a fight, may I recommend fresh phoenix chilies? Some fire resistance would be a big advantage against wizards or familiars. Whether a fireball or fire breath, you wouldn't want to walk in unprepared. Does Andu have fire breath? Technically yes, but he's usually too lazy to use it. It helps a bunch with roasting marshmallows, though. I'd love to try Andu's marshmallows. I'll see if I can set something up when you return. Thank you. I think some s'mores could also help convince those familiars to help us. That's ridiculous. A dagger would be far more convincing. I think both could work. Innkeeper, what do you think? They definitely need a little bit of dexterity for sneaking around, but what should they pair it with? haste for a quick arrival, and charisma for smooth talking, or pure strength and some fire resistance. Let me think about it. There's literally 2 of them. They can both have a different drink. Why is that? I feel like, especially since she wants to be a detective, the detective option makes the most sense. So Fire Phoenix increases charisma and haste. So we want a drink that's going to increase haste and charisma. Haste and brains, charisma. That's a little bit of haste, but we want more haste. Huh. Thousand Winds might be good because it also has defense. Yeah, we'll do Thousand Winds. So we'll add the Phoenix Feather. And then we'll add Bloop, Glug, Glug. And then we'll add Glug. Glug. No. Wacha. I think this case needs a delicate hand. The best detective work is achieved through clever conversation. Ha! You're spot on. Dots. Guess this is how I die. Don't be so pessimistic. My drinks have your back. Do you think you're prepared to solve this case, detective? Yes. With your help, we'll complete this quest with haste. We'll be back soon. Best of snooping. I should go with them to pick up that sheepfish before they disappear into the night. Don't forget to sing him a lullaby. Rufus or John? Rufus. Right, obviously. I'm gonna go now. Have fun, Fable. All right, that's the morning. Time for the afternoon. Ooh, oh no, we met you last time. You were kind of sassy if I remember correctly. I don't remember. Hang on, I want my book. I want a book of people. He's a human. Oh, he's a swashbuckler. All right, was not expecting that. Ooh, and his Arcana's the Hermit. Okay. Oh, I don't have a card for her yet. Chrissy. That's right. She was the old friend who had the manuscript, and she was like, "You haven't fucking read it," and she's like, "No." Likewise, good to see you in the tavern are unharmed. It's quite the disaster out there. And I'm just passing through. Don't have time to stay for long. You think? What gave that away? Need to check on the cottage and the birds and Fable. I'm sure everything is as it was. The canopies of the grove are sturdy, after all. Which is why I chose to make it my home. That and the landscape. I hope your trip was nice, at least. Oh, it was. It felt good to recharge and refill the creative juices. We walked a lot, actually. Almost mapped out the whole island. We also hiked to the foot of the Borean Ridge, where the auroras touch the peaks. I heard the view is quite remarkable. It was. I'd never seen anything like it before. It was the first time I got to catch a glimpse of them. Also caught a glimpse of the infamous Banshee. Everyone told us to avoid the Loony Lagoon because of her, but it's too beautiful to ignore. I doubt the Banshee means any harm. Everyone yearns for a friend, after all. Even scary creatures, that's not what a Banshee is, but okay. They are harbingers of death. They warn that death is approaching. And if you saw one, that is not a good sign. Unless she didn't scream. If she screamed, you're fucked. It gets lonely as a monster sometimes. Everyone is scared of you. You're definitely a druid. People shouldn't be. No one can choose who they are born as. We should accept them as they are. I have a few patrons who'd really appreciate hearing that. Then I'd be happy to meet them. Speaking of which, I got you something. Oh? Yeah. Remember the gnomes? I actually met some. Really? They had a booth at the convention. We're selling all types of stuff. I remembered our conversation and got you this. Ooh. What do? I thought you might appreciate it. I do. What is it? It'll certainly always have a special place in my heart, knowing it came from you. Aw, you're such a sweet talker. But you can't trick me into giving you my name. See? The theory that the innkeeper is a fucking fae, increasing. But you can't trick me into giving your name. The fact that they introduce themselves as innkeeper instead of giving out their own name, fucking fae. Okay. What would I want with names? Nothing good, that's for sure. But for realsies, I have to leave now. I've been gone for too long. Wait, don't you want your manuscript? Or was that someone else? That might have been someone else. I thought it was her. Huh. Okay, that was weird. Didn't even want a drink? All right. Huh. Hi. Baya? Because she's part of the bayou? I hate it here. Good to see you again. It's been a while. It's been a while. Yes, a while. 6,000. What? More like 2 months. Oh, I thought I had hibernated longer. You hibernated? At this time of year? It was from the Bloom Tide Festival. It happens near my swamp every year during the Dreaming Moon. Druids and bards join together in search of the moon pools for 2 whole weeks. They dance, they laugh, they scatter pretty little flowers everywhere. They hope if they can satiate the land, it will lead them to the reflection of the cosmos. You mean the set of mythical lakes that's said to reflect all of the 7 moons at once? Yes, ever since the Twilight Chasm portal opened up within them, a mere 30 years ago, travelers have become increasingly obsessed with bathing in their beauty. Such festivities sound exciting. No. They're loud with their songs and their arguing about getting lost in the endless maze of the marshes. And they walk around with torches of burning ember and they swing too close to my precious vines. Why would you bring fire into a swamp? It is a little rude. Exactly. You know, I tried to join them one time. Their dainty flowers intrigued me and I snuck up on them. I snuck up to them, dressed in my prettiest poison ivy adorned with thorns of the undying trees. And you know what they did? What? They chased me away with their fiery brooms chanting, "Demon, be gone!" from the top of their tiny lungs. Oh. Oh, now you're crying. So now I hibernate every dreaming moon. That way I don't have to listen to their jolly tunes. Maybe you should give them another chance. Very few Gaians. I assume it's supposed to be pronounced the Gaia-ins. Like, probably people of the earth type of situation. Gaians is how I'm going to pronounce it. That sounds right to me. Bog witch. Very few Gaians are familiar with the creatures of the bogs. Only with the stories about their bone-crushing teeth. What's wrong with bone-crushing teeth? They think you might want to crush their bones with them. Ah, but that would be so rude. They don't think that way. But I think if they got to know you, they'd like you a lot. After all, you make the best flower crowns in all of Gaia. Maybe even the best in Asteria. Those sound perfect for a festival. You might be right. Maybe I'll greet them with some flower crowns next year. I could even open up a seasonal flower crown store. Oh, that would be cute. I'd definitely buy one. But right now, I'm awake and thirsty. Do you have swamp water on the menu today? I'm all out, sorry. Too bad. Something else then. Do you still have those drinks that make you as sturdy as tree bark in case their touches come near me again? In fact, I still do. Give me one moment. All right, sturdy drink. Let's make her strong. Protect. Frosted Lagoon would make sense since she is a lagoon creature. We'll do that one. Real quick, Andu has not had his fill yet. There you go, buddy. Good job. Get some sparkle eyes. A precious baby. We have just discovered breathes fire. As he should. It is his right as a baby dragon. Liquid tree bark just for you. Oh, delicious. I feel I could devour any torch now. Thank you, innkeeper. What woke you up from your slumber anyhow? The night sky fell into my dirt hut. It burned my favorite weeping willow to bits. I am replanting it into many small sniffling willows. They are feasting upon the ashes of the stars that tried to extinguish them. It's a powerful nutrient. Sounds tasty. After the trees and winds and pill bugs calmed down, I had planned to go back to sleep. All that calamity made me awfully tired. But when I tried to sleep, all I could focus on was this feeling spreading in my chest. Heartburn? Loneliness. I thought I could get out of there and advertise my new spa. You're making a spa. You know what? Mud bath spa. Let's go. Slay queen. Because only crickets were visiting, and they aren't very good at marketing. You know, maybe if people visit me instead of me visiting them, they won't chase me off. So I went to where I knew people could use my services, the werewolf camp in the Ashen Grove. I didn't want to intrude on their personal space, of course. But I just hung the coupons on the pieces of thin red string in the nearby canopies, together with some jolly little bells so that the wind would announce their presence. That's so eerie, though. It's... She trying so hard. She just wants to advertise her spa, and she's doing it in the creepiest fucking way possible. Like little spells that draw you towards the nearest mud mask. I hope they'll visit me sometime. I didn't know you opened a spa. It's new. I want to share my flowers and mud and pools with everybody so we can all look beautiful together. That sounds wonderful, Baya. I agree. Can I leave some of my coupons here? Yes. Thank you. Please hand them out to all your customers. I will happily share this fantastic offer with them. The good happy face. You could also just come here more often and hand them out yourself. Ah, but there's no one else here. Except the jackdaw. Do you want a coupon, little creature? I will leave one in your nest. Oh, talking to the little burb. No one's here because it's almost closing time, Baya. You have to come in by earlier during the day or earlier in the evening or during events. But there will be people there. That's the point, my dear. Too scary. I shall go now. Don't forget to hand out my coupons. I will. I mean, I won't. Wait. Yes, feed the boy. I love her. Doing her voice is gonna kill me though, but... Alrighty. We have made it to day 10. Twin Flames, 8th of the Astral Moon. Allergies. Oh. No. Is she the one with the... I don't remember who had the thing. Anyway, I want to read. I want to read about Swamp. Bog creature. Age is 555. Pronouns are she, they. Class is druid. Background moon swap. Alignment chaotic neutral. And arcana is the lovers? Interesting. Baya is an ancient swamp creature I've known for a long time. She is a very sweet soul, but other people tend to find her terrifying, even attacking her. They love spiders and opened a swamp spot a while ago. Sadly, she hasn't gotten a lot of visitors yet. Where's that one? Oh, stars fell there. I'm just seeing where these scandal cursed docks. New rumors to go through later. Alrighty. Hi, Jade. Little turtle. Oh, look at the little happy face turtle. Don't show your cern. It's been a while since I've seen you. A whole week to be exact, and you already miss me? A little. Cute. I got my hands on a job all the way over in Diria. Seemed like something relatively easy, but well paid. Or like something too good to be true. Not this time. Apparently the farmer just wanted to be done quickly, so she offered a higher than average rate. Sounds like easy money. Yeah, I wish. You know, I think I could use a drink first. Something that'll loosen my tongue. I feel like this job drained me of all my social energy. Only if I get to hear the rest of the story. Sounds like a good deal to me. And the whole thing about the drinks is fucking deals. Fae creature. I know I'm aggressive about it, but 100% a Fae creature. You can't change my mind. Let's do a spoken heart. Ba-dink. Let's hope this suits your taste. Your drinks never disappoint. Glad to hear it. I can definitely feel my charm coming back to me. I made you a drink, now it's your turn. Tell me about your latest job. Fine, deal's a deal. I told you the client's a farmer, right? She has a large flock of two-headed sheep. Apparently, that darn starfall damaged their barn, and they somehow managed to break out of their enclosure. Didn't think they were that clever, honestly. Must be the two brains. Probably. Anyways. Did you write this down? Anyways. Watching. They got out right before their shearing appointment, and of course the farmer needed them to get back in time. Especially considering the rumors surrounding Diria and at the moment seems to be a dangerous place nowadays. Apparently, an unusual amount of cattle have been going missing these past few weeks. So local folks have been keeping a close eye on their locks and fences. Danger zone! Of course, the farmer wanted her sheep to be safe, so she hired someone to bring her animals back. That someone being you? Obviously. I thought to myself, I'm a monster hunter. Handling animals is basically my job. I'd say a monster hunter is rather known for, well, hunting instead of handling. That was exactly the issue. Do you know how stubborn two-headed sheep are? Let me guess. They're twice as stubborn as one-headed sheep. You got it. They're impossible to get moving, impossible to startle. One head might be eating, but the other one is always watching you. But you did it right. I suspect you wouldn't be here if you hadn't finished the job. You're absolutely correct. I was at my wit's end. Imagine having fought hundreds, if not thousands, of beasts, and some sheep are the one enemy you can't win against. That sounds like an incredibly humbling experience. It was, trust me. Luckily, I got some help. Another adventurer saw me struggling and offered her assistance and knowledge. Or should I say a retired adventurer? Oh? Yeah, she was very insistent on that label. Some kind of astral fin folk. Must have lost her arm a while ago. Oh no. Back to the sheep. She told me there's apparently one thing that gets their full attention. You got any guesses of what that magical tool might be? I have no... Hi! Clovers. New person again. And she's pretty much a trident with star tattoos. I love her. Look at the jellyfish fucking flannel, fucking fisherman shirt. Fucking hook. I love her. Morning dew cloves, to be precise. They go absolutely feral for them. Or should I do like it? She seems old, so should I do like an old lady voice? A few of them follow every single one of your commands. But someone with your experience should know that, innkeeper. Do you two know each other? Barely. Ha! Keep your secrets then, oh so mysterious innkeeper. I wanted to buy her a drink after she helped me out back there. Didn't expect you two to be best friends, honestly. Best friends? I think you got the wrong idea, Jade. I've never befriended someone like her. I have taste. Damn, okay. Fuck you. Well, that was unnecessarily rude of you, Una. You didn't even consider my feelings. Consider me sorry, innkeep. Apology accepted. I don't think she was sorry. Speaking of taste, what about your drinks? I know you've always liked experimenting with potions and other suspicious liquids. Looks like you finally made it, huh? Indeed. I think I got the hang of it. What are you waiting for? Your old rival is waiting for a drink. Rival? She's my rival? Preferably one that will restore my energy. Those sheep made my old bones all wobbly and I don't... But Like feeling so weak. Got you. Let's see what that old magic has to offer. Don't worry, she might not look like it, but her drinks are actually really good. I bet. I'll just take that as a compliment, I suppose. She's a fae. They've probably known each other for years, but she was young when she started off because she's a retired adventurer now. Stack it up. It's all coming together. Okay, she wants something strong. Something strong. Let's give her... She looks like she could go with sailors. Let's give her sailor's courage. Alright, let's see here. Yeah. Let's give her a little chili. Chill the fuck out. Okay, and then we need this guy. No, we don't want Southern Brother. We want Sailor's Courage. Boop. Dots. Oh, wow. Impressed? Don't get cocky now. You don't have to be shy. You can just admit I've improved. So, Una, Jade told me you're retired now. Had enough of the adventuring business? The little ships, the little sail. It has abs and it's a little arm. Absolutely. I don't want to have anything to do with that anymore. I've completed enough quests for at least 2 lifetimes. And you decided to help Jade? Even had to handle a 2-headed sheep? Not yet. Lucky you. Lucky indeed. I just couldn't watch her struggle with those stubborn beasts any longer. I accidentally clicked the button instead of reading. Did the farmer pay accordingly after you drew Morning Dew Clove's magic trick? Oh, absolutely. She was so happy she gratefully paid both of us. That's good to hear. She even tipped us with some gems she supposedly found in one of her fields. But I'm a Maida. I don't have any use for stones like those. And since I'm retired, I could care less about material riches. So we figured we'd give them to you instead. But I wouldn't tell that pretentious blonde dragon priestess if I were you. Feels like a blasphemous gift. Hi, Minnie! Oh, divine gems. A little blasphemous indeed. I think I know just the right way to use them. Thank you. Ooh. Oh, you're right. I should stretch. Oh, we're gonna scoot out. All right. I hydrate, and then we stretch. Everyone should stretch. It's good for your body. Especially when you work on a computer all day, and you're sitting. And you sit like a shrimp. Don't shrimp, people. It's bad for your back. Ugh. Instead, curl up into a little ball. Which I guess is technically the same thing. I'm not shrimping, it's fine. Anyway. Now that we're done here, I can finally go back to cockroaching for the rest of my life. Didn't get this hook put on for nothing. Oh, not cockroaching. Crocheting. I can read. Of course, I also occasionally gotta rip some youngsters off while playing cards. I haven't lost a game in at least 4 decades. Alright, I gotta look at Una's information. Oh my god. She's a Finfolk. Arcane Engineer. Interesting. Background, the Astral Sea. Alignment, neutral good. And the Arcana is the Empress. Ooh. I've been rivals with Una long before the story even began. She was an adventurer back then, but is retired now. Even put a crochet hook on the stump of her arm. But there are things about her that'll never change. I'm pretty sure she'll never stop stacking that deck, for example. That's remarkable. Or impossible for someone who's only playing fair. I think your lucky streak will end with me today. I've also never lost a game in at least a decade. Are you challenging me to do a duel? Absolutely. And whoever loses has to pay for the next round of drinks. That's the spirit. I like you, bounty hunter. But don't come crying to me after I annihilate you. Ha, you wish. Oh, that's hard. Who do I vote for? Who do I warn? I'm gonna warn Una just to be a dick. Why? Scared I might lose? I just know for a fact that Jade's not new to cheating. And I've seen countless mercenaries lose against her. Do you really think I'm that senile? This will be an easy match, don't you worry. Get enough in your monthly pension to pay for 2 drinks, Una? You know I can hear you both, right? Got cold feet? Keep dreaming. Yeah, Uno's voice is gonna kill me. I hope that was a one... Fuck, they're still here. There's so many new people! Oh my god, I love him! He's so excited! Look at his face! Look, he's just... He goes... Barbarian for sure. Barbarian for sure, but he is the happiest barbarian in the world, and we love him for it. Barbarian and a cleric. Let's go. I have returned, innkeeper. Welcome back, Miss Anwar. And welcome... This brave adventurer's name is Claymore. Of course it is. He offered unexpected support during my quest. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you so much on behalf of, the world. Yes, of course, the world, Mr. Clay. Oh god, I gotta do a big lug voice now. Why did I do voices today? I did this to myself. If I lose my voice at work tomorrow, I know whose fault it is. It's my own. You don't need to do the whole Mr. thing. Just Clay is alright with me. He is 100% himbo coded. Look at this himbo. Otherwise, it sounds so formal. I don't like that voice. No, that's not good. Otherwise... No, I can't do deep voices. Well, I can, but not like that kind of deep. Just talking to one of those graph people. Oh, you wouldn't want to be one of those Clay, is it then? Grug. Channel grog. Okay. Can I offer you both a drink in exchange for the story of how you two met? That would be a fun trade, right, Tina? I think I would welcome it as well. Then I can get it. Clay, please go ahead. Oh my. You've got a lot of stuff on the menu. How about one of those drinks with ingredients? You know. You look strong. How about something extra for those muscles? That sounds nice. Let's go with that. 1 minute. Clay's voice is going to change a lot because I have not practiced male voices. I know I need to, but I have not. Okay. I like how... Strength. Should I give him the thingy? You know what, we'll just go with the regular strength. Southern Brawler. Make it easy. Add a little charisma. Add a little defense. And boom. Try this. I think it might knock your socks off. This tastes strong and magic-y.
But my socks are still on. Still, I love it. I'll have to remember this one for next time. What is it called?
Don't worry, I'll remember it for you.
Thank you.
Now, Miss Anwar, what would you like? I need some liquid vigilance. Even in here, it's important to stay on guard. Wouldn't be right time to relax. There is no such time. All right, then I shall aid you in your divine mission of not falling asleep standing. All right, defense. Defense. Defrosted. Wagoon. Wapcha. Oh, so these are the new crystals. They look like dice. Do you want a dice? Can I give you one? No, I can't give you one. That's so sad. It's like rock candy. Some liquid vigilance diluted with some delicious secret ingredients. Enjoy. I could do with something less diluted, but you're right. It's delicious. Happy to hear that.
Do we get to tell the story now?
Please, go ahead.
You think I should start with the seashells?
No, I think some exposition is in order first. As you already know, Innkeeper, I plan to start my investigation on right here in Zenith, specifically at the local Gaia temple. So I've been told. Mostly about the wobbling ooze. Ah, yes. That was certainly something. Unfortunately, besides their fascinating personal secrets, they had nothing of value to share with me. But fortunately, thanks to your rumors, I was not entirely without a lead. The wizard's prophecy led me to Dalwell. Or should I say the Abandoned Isle, or Fairweather. The name changes depending on who you ask.
I didn't know it had that many names. I always just called it Kelpie Island.
Why?
Because it's shaped like one.
Probably the smartest approach. Kelpie Island or Fairweather's name means very little to me. Its local settlement of Fae was much more relevant. They built everything into the giant sequoia that holds their portal to Avalon. Their portal is in the tree? Yes, right in its center. They called it the Horizon Tree. It's beautiful. The Fae themselves were moderately helpful. It was difficult to get them to focus on the severity of the situation. And I was pretty sure they were preparing some sort of morbid ritual with the acorns that they were stringing up between rose bushes in asymmetrical shapes.
Oh, I always thought those were art projects.
I mean, they kinda are. He's not wrong. Common misconception, it sounds more like they were preparing to charge them with astral moonlight. For what? Yeah, how do you know that, Innkeep? Sounds like something a Fae would know. If you freeze them, they make for good ice cubes. What? Do you participate in such practices? Not at the moment. I'm just not going to question that, Smart. Eventually, I got them to sit still long enough to ask them about any strange occurrences around their settlement. Did they understand your definition of strange? After some explanation, they told me about how just recently an astral humpback whale had rampaged through one of their nearby scouting camps, just 2 days before the stars fell. They said it seemed like it was running from something and that it was full of seething fury. They also claimed it had to be a good sign because it promised adventure. They weren't wrong.
She's right. It did lead us to an adventure. But I don't know if they hoped it'd wipe out the entire night sky.
No one would hope for that. Well, someone clearly did. They weren't wrong about it being a sign of a change of pace, is all I'm saying. The exact definition object to personal convictions. It certainly was a sign of something being awry, and I was determined to get to the bottom of it. So naturally, I made my way to nearby Carapace Beach and prepared a celestial summoning ritual under the young astral moon. For the humpback whale, I suppose? What else would I be summoning? I don't know. A cat? I don't fucking know your life. I thought maybe you wanted to ask Cassiopeia for her input. Are you out of your mind? The Realm Keepers have sworn a divine oath of neutrality that prevents them from directly interfering with the simple world of us mortals. The full might of their powers could disrupt the delicate balance of their cosmic design. Or, they just don't want to, and they said all of that just so you won't bother them. Thoughts? I'm just saying. Right, sorry, slipped my mind. You are forgiven. As I was preparing the ritual, readying myself to confront the troublemaker, I suddenly found myself being interrupted by a strange request.
LSB, I asked her if she needed any more seashells.
Fuck. Did she? I did, actually. Pairing Dragonhead tritons and flimmering limpet shells can heighten the dual aspect of the celestial twins, therefore making the connection of the astral sea more stable. Obviously! I had managed to find an limplet shell, and what happened to be among his offerings.
I honestly just thought she was decorating the beach and thought she could do with more color.
You weren't wrong in the way.
Sadly, the shells burned up during the ritual. Singed Tia's hand, too.
Just a little. Fortunately, I possess spectacular healing capabilities. Who's Tia? Fortunate indeed. Were you collecting seashells for beach decorating or for your own ritual, Clay?
I was collecting them for my friends. At this time of year, Kelpie Island is full of all kinds of sparkling, floating animals from the astral sea.
His voice, doing his voice is making me yawn more.
And they love munching on seashells.
Do you encounter these creatures a lot?
I try to. They're very nice.
Clay can talk to animals. Gaia's blessing rests upon him. You're full of surprises.
Thank you. Though I am not always sure they like talking to me, they tend to disappear sooner or later. Sometimes they come back, but often they don't. I think maybe I accidentally said things that upset them without realizing it, and they think I meant to hurt them. I hate when that happens.
Do you mean they just disappear like they were never there?
Yes, like they moved to a different, quieter beach.
Or like they returned to the astral sea.
I feel like they would tell me if they went back home.
Not necessarily. Many astral creatures can traverse the planes at will, but they don't always have control over when they return. On many occasions, the astral currents pull them back home before they're ready. And once you're swept up in them, each subsequent journey out becomes more and more difficult, so I've been told. I would guess your friends either went home when you weren't there or got pulled back before they had a chance to say goodbye.
So you're saying the Swee swallowed them?
Not quite. Just beckoned them home. Through a celestial hug of sorts.
So that means I could visit them in the astral sea?
That would be an incredible undertaking. Traveling between planes is quite hazardous.
It is, but echoes are from the primordial sea, and my family has lived here for quite a while, I think. They must have gotten here somehow.
They say it was much simpler to traverse between planes once, but for a long time it has been almost impossible without complicated and dangerous rituals. Until recently, the Astral Sea was the only possible way to pass through the barriers, and accessing it requires meticulous planning, not to mention the sea tends to come with more risks than rewards. Even your Asterian friends who can choose to leave their home plane on a whim get pulled back by their currents eventually. Imagine what would happen if you went in unprepared.
But the Fae on Kelpie Island aren't from... God damn it! From Gaia either. And they told me that it haven't lived here for very long.
Since the 5 interplanar portals opened up, interplanar travel has become a lot more accessible again. At least when it comes to the dream planes. But even the astral and primordial seas, not to mention are finally open to us again after all these years. It is a true miracle to witness in our lifetimes.
So the portals haven't always been there? I don't know. I didn't know that. Who put them there?
Well, that is a very good question. And one that would blow the scope of this conversation beyond its bounds, I would think. You still have to tell me how you summoned that whale. You're right, we're getting off track.
Innkeeper did. Yup.
As Clay and I talked, he told me about his fascinating friendships with the astral creatures, and his ability to speak with animals as if they share a language. So you asked him for help. Well, he offered his aid. I certainly could have handled it on my own, but you didn't have to. Right. That, obviously. Thank you very much, Clay.
Anytime.
So I summoned it, the ritual worked exceptionally well, and it peered out of the sky in a wave of concerning darkness. Stars used to accompany them.
I mean, there was one star.
There was. The whale was even bigger than I had anticipated, almost as tall as the horizon tree. And in its stomach rested a giant sun, the only star in the night sky whose light had not been extinguished, nestled right in its belly. It was, in a way. The star wasn't the thing to worry about, though. The whale didn't look at all happy about being summoned. Instead, it looked like a wounded animal that was one loud noise away from lashing out. And it looked sick. Its translucent skin was gray, like it was frozen in the coldness of the highest mountains or the deepest depths. Its eyes were pale, almost blind, with no warmth within them. I thought for a brief second we must fight this beast before it consumes us and everything in its path. But when I looked over at Clay, I saw a deep understanding in his eyes, like he wasn't seeing a monster, but a friend. So I stayed quiet, knowing that whatever he knew outweighed my fear. That's some really quick trust. You knew what it needed, Clay?
Not completely. But I knew that look in its eyes. That feeling when you're so scared you get angry. When you want to fight. Because you're terrified you won't be able to flee. So I kneeled to show that I didn't mean any harm. And I held out my last conch shell in my hands. It took a moment to overcome the instincts to mistrust, but then it picked the shell up gently and ate it. I saw the conch freeze as it was swallowed. It looked painful. Wanting to comfort the whale, I reached out and carefully put my hands against its cheek. I wanted it to know it wasn't alone.
I'm sure it needed that.
It did. I was so scared it cried tears of golden dust.
Its tears turned to ice before it even hit the ground. It was at that moment I realized its body had been cursed with a potent frostbite. I knew it did not trust me yet, so I did what I previously would not have thought possible. Through a hand on Clay's shoulder and the magic of your drink, I was able to briefly transfer my magic to Clay, allowing him to cure it of its disease. He kissed it on the forehead and the ice burned away, freezing it in the endless chill. It was quite sweet. That is one lucky whale. And one unusual effect of an infusion. Is that not usually possible? Inspiration is a fickle thing. Such magic is deeply personal and differs from person to person. I always enjoy seeing how others imagine support to look like.
Tia's support was very helpful.
I'd hope so.
Once it was free of its pain, the whale was ready to talk to us. I asked what had happened, and it told me that fighting some sort of evil creature on 2 legs.
A creature on 2 legs? A humanoid, then? We assume. It turns out whales don't care much about our appearances.
It cared more about all the things being thrown at it. What a mean way to approach a whale. Apparently it swallowed some kind of stone. It could only remember its black and white color and that it tasted horrible. But I thought, I have a strong digestive thing. It's nothing to worry about.
Rookie mistake.
The 2-legged monster just wouldn't stop attacking, so it fled as quickly as it could, trying to find its way home. It felt really bad about destroying the camp. I get why. The worst part about being angry is seeing the wreckage you leave behind. Tia, do you ever get angry?
Oh, he calls her Tia. Oh, he got a nickname for her. I love that. I'm calling you Tia now. That's your nickname. No, I am the embodiment of calmness and self-discipline.
Where I come from, we call that repression.
Oh, God. I'm just gonna say the divinity. I can't do it.
Luckily, its anger subsided. When it found its way back, I thought it was finally safe, but suddenly this freezing cold began. I don't mind the cold, but from the highlands. I'm from the highlands, and we get a lot of snow in the winter. But the kind of cold it was describing sounded awful.
He looks like the crow is on his head.
Painful and inescapable, like it was freezing from the inside out.
The potent frostbite I mentioned, it seems a curse to cold and slowly spread throughout its entire body.
It tried to keep itself warm by feeding on solar crabs and cosmic squid, but that didn't help much. It just kept getting more scared and angrier and colder. Even its brain was freezing over. It couldn't think of anything other than the cold. So in its desperation, it ate the hottest thing it could find.
A star. A star, a giant one at that. It looked deceptively small contained in its belly. But apparently it was one of the biggest ones the night sky had to offer. The East Star.
It ate Pharos?
The guiding star of the endless seas? It did, and it helped. It kept its frostbite at bay, even if it did not eradicate it. But as you can imagine, such a massive star disappearing did not have the most desirable effect on the astral sea's delicate balance of gravity. I can imagine that.
The whale was very confused about what had happened, but it said all the stars around it suddenly started to fall and spin out of place. They crashed into each other, causing more and more destruction with each passing moment. I didn't understand everything it described, but it sounded bad.
To label it as bad would be quite the understatement. The falling stars ripped holes in Cassiopeia's wings. To think that just one hungry creature could break the entire balance of the universe.
It was hurt and scared.
It should have endured, instead of hurting others.
It was alone. It didn't know all of this that would happen.
Indeed. I don't want to imagine the additional chaos it could have caused.
I don't care about could-haves. I just care that we were able to help.
Did you also manage to free it of the star of its stomach? No. The frostbite may be gone, but the star is a part of it now. It has become the first of a new kind, a sun humpback whale. And probably the last one, too, as all other stars in the astral sea have been snuffed out. Will we never be able to see the night sky again? And we will never be able to see the night sky again. And in turn, the whale must forever live with its guilt nestled in its stomach. You're right. Some things are forever changed now. That's kind of the point of disasters. But perhaps the star doesn't stand for shame, but the pride of its survival. We shouldn't be sad that most are gone, but happy that one managed to make it through. Besides, we may have lost the night sky's starry companions, but it managed to gain 2 new friends. Even the worst of situations can lead you to the light sometimes.
I like that. You should never be sad about finding new friends. Speaking of friends, on the way back we ran into a traveling souvenir shop. I bought friendship bracelets for Tia and I when we little whale charms on them. But she didn't want to wear them just yet, so I'm waiting until she's ready.
That's very nice of you. Right, Tia? They're a hazard for fights and could get caught in things. Sure, I'm looking forward to seeing how they look with your armor. I want to see the bracelet.
Tia also found something for you at the souvenir shop. She said it reminded her of your tavern. And now that I've seen it in person, I agree.
Now I'm curious. What is it? Oh, that's pretty. That's a very pretty mosaic.
The shopkeeper told us it was a little bit about it. Supposedly this piece of art represents a new beginning after a hard battle.
Kind of like the rise of the sun hunchback whale. That's very fitting. Thank you, Tia. So? I suppose I am.
You really are?
You are surprisingly competent. Perhaps one might even say I could not have done this entirely without you. If one has to be extreme about it.
I think someone like you could do anything alone if you put your mind to it. But that doesn't mean you should have to. I'm always happier to do something difficult when doing difficult things if I have help from other people.
Well said, Clay. Stellar teamwork, you two. Keep it up.
Will do.
Much more importantly, clearly our quest was not successful. What are you talking about? You cured the sun humpback whale. You found out why the stars fell. You even made new friends. What more could you want? We still haven't the slightest idea who caused all this.
An angry humanoid figure?
And that is who exactly?
Well, we can rule you, me, and the innkeeper.
We can rule you and me out.
Ouch.
I mean, fair. It was me all along. No hard feelings, I believe you're innocent, but sometimes evil hides in plain sight. One must not be led astray. I understand. Paranoia is a hard habit to break. Clearly someone orchestrated this. It seems too random and methodical to have been an accidental side effect. I must find out what hides in the darkness. If something like this happens again, it could end in a calamity the likes of which we have never seen before. Don't worry too much about it, girlie. This is the kind of how oblivions are around here. I wouldn't call this just another oblivion. How often have you seen the stars fall from the sky? 0 times. I was asleep when it happened, and now that it's over, there go my chances of ever witnessing a supreme meteor shower. You should not wish to witness such horrors. Some horrors are fun to look at. Listen, love, when I was your age, I used to worry about stuff like this all the time. This weirdo over here did too. We all did, at one time or another. But I know from experience that making such a fuss about it won't get you anywhere. These bite-sized calamities are part of the natural order of things. From chaos to balance to chaos and back to balance, everything just switches around in a never-ending cycle. Sure, it's good to keep an eye out, but you don't have to give yourself an aneurysm over it. Just pick up a quest if it worries you and follow the natural flow of the universe. That way, if you're lucky, you'll end up retired like me. Such a leisurely attitude only leads to failure. And even then, someone is always going to save the world in the end. And that someone is going to be me. Haha. Oh, the youth. Anyway, old enemy, got another drink for me? I'm running dry. Anytime, Una. Are you still running low on energy? How about another strong one? You got it. Yeah, let's give her something strong. Wait, no, go back. Something strong. We'll give her the sailor's courage again. Heh. Something strong for the most strong-headed lady I know. Weird way to admit you've lost energy. Every argument against me. But this drink is splendid. I'll give you that. See, with one of these, your worries will be washed away with flavor. Good or bad. Depends on the day. I find your apathy borders on tragedy. And if you find your hero complex unsustainable. Remember, kiddo, they don't build these statues for folks who are alive. Who cares about statues? My purpose is my purpose, and I don't care who immortalizes me. No one's purpose is to die, girl. Life is much more meaningful than that. Anyway, my purpose was winning at cards right now. Good luck with your delusions. I apologize on her behalf. It's fine.
Tia, are you dying?
No, she was purely speaking in hypothetical.
I'm not sure what that means, but it doesn't sound like it could damage your armor. But you know, maybe we should listen to her advice. At least a little bit. My granny always says, with age comes the priceless wisdom of mistakes.
I think your grandma's advice would be much more helpful than whatever a failed hero has to say. You think retirement is a failure? One's post should never be abandoned. If you can still serve this world, you should. Not sure if that's bleak or inspiring. The latter. She was right about one thing, though. She's right fucking there. The past is full of terrible disasters and that were prevented. Which means that this too could have been attempted before, if not very successfully. Knowledge of something so vile must be scarce and well guarded, maybe even abandoned. I have never come across anything like this anywhere in the Aperture's library. Granted, the Aperture was only been standing for a little over 2 decades, no? Its library can't be that vast. Many of the Order's books were relocated to the new stronghold. But I do believe that we don't currently harbor the knowledge I seek. For that, other avenues must be explored. What are you considering?
We could go ask everyone we could come across until we find someone who knows something.
Good idea, but that would take far too long, and I think we should look for the Everbloom archives.
Is that a book club?
An ancient one. Everbloom was one of the great 7 Maiden archives, the Gaian one to be specific. Legend has it there used to be one on each plane, even Tuat, the plane of the dead. They were once filled with all the knowledge of the cosmos and grew in size every day, thanks to their fearless archivists. But then they fell into an unknown foe and had been lost to time ever since. I believe one of them could hold the answers we seek. Innkeeper, do you perhaps know where to find this archive? Nope, not much of a librarian, unfortunately. Disappointing.
But you could keep an eye out for it, right? You could ask all the scholarly people that pass through here.
Of course, I can do that. Perhaps you can start by asking that bounty hunter just once she's done gambling all her money away. You could ask her yourself. I would rather not. I'll take that terrible task off your hands then. Wonderful. You won't need more than a day to take care of all this, right? I could do with a little more time. Nonsense. We don't have more time. I need your full commitment to this innkeeper. This is very short notice. As are disasters typically, hence the vigilance. I shall return with a fully prepared quest tomorrow morning. Okay. In the meantime, you should rest. Don't be ridiculous. I have things to do, people to help, prayers to consult. Una was right. A good night's sleep would do wonders for you. I could even offer you some coupons to a beautiful swamp spa. Fine, I'll take one or two, though they won't be put to much use. If I rest now, who will this world have faith in? I shall see you tomorrow. It's always nice to see burnout happening in real time.
Hi, I don't want to be called out right now.
Don't worry, I'll go with her and make her some soup. Soup always helps me when I have a headache, and it looks like she has a big one. Do you want some soup as well?
Yes, please.
I'll bring some by tomorrow. Do you have any allergies?
No. Thank you, Clay.
Anytime. Then the recipe will be a surprise. Have a superb day. I'll take some of those coupons too.
Wonderful.
Talking through everything really helped. Thank you.
I'm happy to hear that. I hope you held on to those seashells. Catching up with some astral friends might make you feel better.
Actually, I was thinking I could use the seashells to make some friendship bracelets for Tia and I. I want to carve them into stars. I think that sometimes you have to make something beautiful out of the things that hurt you. Otherwise, you're left with anger that has nowhere to go.
Do you like being angry? No.
Me neither. But we all get angry sometimes. It's not the most fun, but it's important.
Never getting angry doesn't solve anything either. It just makes you smaller and smaller until people no longer see you as someone that don't need to think about.
At least they're not scared of you. Anger doesn't make you any more of a monster than silence makes you a saint.
Be a whole person, Clay, and don't be scared of who that is.
I'll try, Innkeeper. Thank you. I hope to find a way back to yourself, too.
Thank you, Clay. Me too. What the fuck does that mean? I want to see who Clay is. I want to see which Arcana Clay is. Let's go. Clay is a giant earth echo. He is a half giant, half earth echo. I love him. Barbarian, obviously. And his Arcana is strength. Fucking perfect. Clay is a sweet and gentle half-giant. He loves animals and can communicate with them, a skill no one should underestimate. He believes in the good in people and is exceptionally empathetic. On the other hand, he is also very strong and a remarkable fighter, as he fucking should be. Scully!
Top of the evening to you.
Welcome to my tavern.
Oh, what do my magical eyes see? New faces, new acquaintances. With whom do I have the pleasure today?
No way, a speaking skeleton. Haven't seen one of those in a long while.
Hello there. How incredibly rude of me to leave out introductions. My name is Scully.
And he's so polite as well. You can call me Una, Mr. Scully, and that one over there is my friend Jade.
Dots. Ah, a fellow Maida, but with more skin left. Which isn't immensely difficult, I suppose. Glad to make your acquaintance, Una and her friend Jade.
Jade, that's a beautiful necklace you got there. Something about it looks really familiar. Don't you think so, Scully? I have no clue what you're talking about. It does remind me of Scully in a way. When was the last time you were digging around in graves? Never. I think your senses might be deteriorating with age. Maybe you're nearly as terrible as lying as you are at winning against me while cheating. Ugh. Oh, the wonders of friendship. You two seem to get along so well. Oh, absolutely. I think I should be going now. I still have work to do. What a coincidence. I happened to want to say the exact same thing. But wouldn't it be rude for us to leave that distinguished gentleman all by himself? I think one of us should definitely stay a little bit longer. Isn't it cool that both of you have bones made of shimmery gemstones? That is true. I haven't seen another Maida since I woke up. So anywhere between 2 weeks and 2 centuries. See, it's a match already. Would be a shame if the two of you were to become friends. Huh? Anyways, see ya. That was quick. Indeed. I guess a woman her age knows what she wants. Oh. Hi, Hex. Motherfucker. I will punch you. It is well past sunset, Hex. That might be true, but it's still morning somewhere, I know. You got it, but today I'm not here to talk with you about primordial magic. Today we're going to celebrate my sister. You two look nothing alike. That's okay, though, but at the same time, the vibes are throwing me the fuck off. Your hair's pretty, though. Greetings, everyone. Come on in. Pleased to meet you. My name is Scully. Jade. You can call me Hex, and this is Grace, my little sister. Yes, I know she's taller than me. You can keep it to yourselves. We're here to celebrate, not to roast. Though some fire would be fun. No fireballs inside Hexagon. If you insist, a fireless party it is then. His full name is Hexagon. Their parents hate him. My bones are aching for a party. I haven't attended one in what feels like an eternity. What's the occasion? My wonderful talented sister successfully defended her wizard doctoral thesis just today. She can now call herself an actual full-blown selenite witch. It's not that special, honestly. I beg to differ. That's a majorly big deal. I must congratulate you as well. Quite an outstanding achievement indeed. You're very sweet, thank you. I have to agree with everyone. You should be proud of yourself. How about a drink on the house to celebrate your graduation? Hex already told me you're a real magical connoisseur. I would love to taste one of your creations, Innkeeper. But I don't know what to pick. Could you recommend something to me? Oh, of course. How about a drink for your wits? Your brain must be tired after debating your professors all day. That sounds lovely. My brain could use a little pick-me-up. Coming right up. Alrighty, let's do something knowledge-based. Something knowledge-based. Get those brains juices flowing. Should we do let's do the peak sunrise. Let's do the super brain. Which one super helps this? Super brain. Super brain juices. Boom. Dots. My, this is delightful. See, told you. She definitely knows her craft. Say, Innkeeper, do you have a PhD in mixology by a chance? Last time I checked, no, but I do have a lot of experience. Took me a while to get the hang of it. I can tell your drinks are really tasty. I could easily go for another round of debating right now. Is anyone else up for a drink? Nah, not yet. I'm still energized from earlier. Scully, Pex, what about you two? I'm good. I don't want to steal the show today. I would love a refreshment from these old bones, actually. Perhaps something that'll bring back the charm of the old days. At your service. Alright, time for charisma. Get me some charisma. Want to do a spoken heart, or do we want to do a sunny... We'll do a spoken heart. Boop. Boop. Yes, the sound effects are in fact necessary. Here you go. A drink for a charming gentleman. Oh, what a lovely taste. It warms my bones inside and out. Should I be worried? Maybe it's an undead thing. Well, theoretically, it would be possible for a magical drink to warm one's bones. You just need you and your wild dreams, Hexy. Maybe leave those experiments to someone with an actual laboratory for once. That talking about study and degrees brings back so many old memories. I also was a scholar once. I spent my life as an archivist at the Gaian Everbloom archives, to be precise. Hello? What? Before, supposedly eternal slumber. I've read a lot about the old archivists, but I've never had a chance to talk to one. Well, obviously, they're all dead. All of them? Yes, the archives were destroyed ages ago. They're mostly a myth now. Hi, Giggles! Thanks for stopping by, friend. Oh, that's quite sad. A lot of knowledge must have gotten lost with them. I guess so. If you wouldn't mind, Scully, I'd love to hear more about them. Maybe we can revive some of that old knowledge. I love this game. All the characters are so cute. It would be my pleasure, but sadly I cannot remember much of my research. All those years below ground and without sunlight doesn't seem to have been good for my memory. It's been a few centuries since I've been alive, so I'm not even sure where one would find the archives nowadays. Or their ruins, rather. Ooh, we finally unlocked Scully's information. Let's go. Ooh, and we got both of them. Cool. Let's look at Scully first. Skeleton, he, him, archivist from the Everbloom archives, and his arcana is the magician. Scully is a Maida and the personification of a gentleman, and he is, well, dead. Or at least he was dead for quite some time before he rose again, but contrary to his fellow undead, he returned conscious. Before his passing, he was an archivist of the Everbloom archives. He cared for the archive and archived all kinds of knowledge and history for this world. Maybe that's where he got the idea to use a hat as storage space. His one eye looks strikingly similar to the gemstone Jade is wearing as a necklace. How curious. Ew. And then Grace Hex, we don't have her information, but her arcana is the Hierophant. Interesting, and she's a wizard. Do you remember the environment? Maybe that could help. A little. I believe I might have even woke up close by. My early memories as a skeleton are quite hazy. During my lifetime, the archives were located deep underground. Gaia's lively blessings were juxtaposed with a hostile and lifeless mountain range. They were surrounded by nothing but rocks and boulders, as sharp as talons and fangs. Even if you made it out to the mountains, you'd be greeted by either dry steeps or a poisonous lake. The liquid in the lake would singe the meat right off your bones. I knew someone that fell into the lake once. I remember it as if it were yesterday. Jesus. She's like, holy shit. Well, that sounds like not the best place to build an important archive. It's actually the best place to build a archive. No one's gonna fucking touch it. They say the books and scrolls of the main hidden archives contained all the mysteries of our world and the realms that surround us. Of course you have to protect that knowledge. Would be a shame if someone... Anyways. Yeah, Jade. Agreed. This fucker. I think I know the place Scully's talking about. Oh? It sounds just like Gravelmac. Sharp rocks next to a poisonous lake. There's no way a location like that exists twice. On this plane, at least. Or at least I would have heard of it. Ayo! Found the deadly hideout. I wouldn't recommend going there. I bet it's exceptionally dusty after all these years. But think of all the hidden treasures. Knowledge left untouched for millennia. That sounds a little too ambitious even for you. Fine. Your delicate wizard sensibilities wouldn't last a day in the Gravelmac anyway. Oh, and you would? Who can say? Anyway, I gotta go now. Shared enough secrets for the trade today already. Thank you for the reluctant service. Did that, because I thought I already had Jade's information. Oh yeah, it just added a new section. So she's surprisingly good with animals and even has a little turtle accompanying her. Only two-headed sheep are giving her a hard time somehow. But through her travels, she learned how to handle all sorts of people and how to win against them at cards fair and square. Or not fair at all. What a lovely young lady. She would have made such a great archivist. And a grumpy one. I'm sure she just had a long day. As have I, honestly. I'm very tired. I'm absolutely sure of that. You should take care of yourself. You seem like the kind that does things very thoroughly. But you should still try to relax for a few days. I agree. Getting your PhD is a major accomplishment. It's nothing really. I spent a lot of time researching. Defending my thesis was a mere formality. Scully's and my point still stands, and I'm sure your brother would agree with us. Absolutely. You're all very kind. I really appreciate it. How about we call it a day? It's already getting late. A splendid idea, as I would expect from a witch like you. Ooh, more about Grace. Bah. As a half-elf wizard, Grace is a Selenite witch who just successfully defended her wizard's PhD thesis. She's calm and gentle and seems to be a bit tired of her brother's chaotic experiments. Her older brother's experiments, even though he is shorter than her and looks younger, Grace is actually the younger sibling. Yeah, she doesn't take care of herself because she's super focused and doesn't sleep well at night. It ages you if you don't take care of yourself. Anyway. Seems fair. Hope you get to enjoy the rest of your evening, innkeeper. I will. Theopractically. Ooh, I gotta put the new quest together. Nope, that's not it. Haha. Not the undead. No. 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 Guy in Everbloom, Guy in Everbloom. Something else with the Guy in Everbloom. Did I miss it? Protected by the divine. No, that has nothing to do with it. A crash of spinal rhinoceroses. Collapsed. No. No, that can't be it. Once held the infinite hostage of the Convos. The guy in Everbloom could hide answers no one is quite ready for. The favored Everbloom are located. No. Nothing about the armor. The yellow one? Hebede. 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 Hide long lost treasures and terrifying bleak stalkers. Through the verdict is still out of their cuteness level. I don't think that's it. It's not the Banshee one, because that's Lonesome Lagoon, and that's nowhere nearby. Capital is wrapped in roots. Oh. Oh, you right. You right. The lost Might and Everbloom archives are said to offer infinite knowledge to anyone with unanswered questions. Its ruins lie deep within the Gravel Mac, a dangerous and lifeless mountain range, and even seasoned adventurers try to avoid. If that wasn't enough, the mountains are also said to be haunted by nightmarish, bleak stalkers. Let's just hope they don't find abandoned archives cozy and inviting. Alrighty. All right, I think we've been keeping it the pattern of doing the two days worth of stories. I think that's where we will pause it. Infinite knowledge sounds like a monkey paw wish. It sure does, Giggles. I agree. Alrighty. That is definitely where we are going to end it for tonight. Story is definitely getting broader. I was not expecting the space whale eating the sun being the cause of the stars falling. But now we have to find out who was trying to chase/kill the whale in an attempt to cause all of this to happen. And the extensive amount of characters. Captain Ahab, for sure. You right. And the fact that it keeps growing is crazy. I mean, I get it, because we're at a tavern, so of course you're going to see random people all the time. But I figured there'd be like 8-ish characters. But there were like 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to photographic memory remember the booklet. There were 3 in each row. I think we almost have like 15 characters at this point. It's crazy. And I really need to stop doing voices because I can already feel my voice cracking and I'm like, oh no. But I'm really enjoying it a lot so far. And I debated on not streaming tonight just because today at work it was very exhausting, but this is a pretty low energy game, which is nice. Yes, it was fun and exciting, but it's not like, it wasn't draining, if that makes sense. I'm still tired, obviously. It was a Monday, but good game nonetheless. Had a lot of fun. Nothing coming up new. If you didn't watch on Saturday, we did start a new series of Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. We finished through the start of the game and are officially getting into it. It is spooky and there are ghosts, and I'm interested in the storyline. So the prologue got, yeah. But we'll be back to that this upcoming Saturday. And then we'll be back here on Monday. And then we're going to keep the pattern going that we've been going with Tavern Talk on positive affirmations at the end of each Monday stream at least for Tavern Talk. And that is that you are already enough. I hope that makes your day go great. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.